I'm curious about how you prove your point in a court of law. It's acknowledged that you proved your point in a court of law. You met the legal standard and you still lost. Let's talk about Johnny Depp. Good morning, afternoon, and evening, gentlemen. Hammerhand, the MGTOW Monk. Back at you. One more again. Oh, man. Gang, if you ever wondered if men were the last line of defense on this planet, there's no need to wonder anymore. You're not. You're not. Men as a collective are very broken, very atomized, and subservient. Now, men individually, which you would think it would be the other way around, as a collective, you'd be stronger. You'd be more able to resist bullshit, infiltration. But no, it's the opposite. As an individual now, you're able to resist those things much more effectively than if you were paired up with somebody or you had 50 or 60 or 70 people all in a group. You know, sprechen Sie Deutsch, just saying the same yada, yada, yada. Johnny Depp lost his libel case against the British paper, the tabloid Sun. Calling him a wife beater, and he's a fucking abuser, and he's all this, that, and the other. It's astonishing to me. It's the same thing that I felt here not too long ago, a month, 6 weeks ago, when that fella in Gynocracy decided that he was not going to be with this chick, or she was not going to be with him. 14 years, separate residences, no kids, no shared bank accounts, did not meet the definition of even common law in Canada, and the motherfucker still lost $6 million on the deal. $53,000 a month for the next 10 years. And that was coming down off of the original judgment. The original judgment was lifetime. $53,000 a month. Lifetime. Hoorah. Hoorah. It's difficult to express without being furious or really befuddled, flabbergasted, beside yourself. How in the fuck can you legally, in a legal sense, as a sitting judge, how can you say you met all of the criteria, you proved your case, we accept your points, but you lose the case? Think it has anything to do with Elon Musk? You think it has anything to do with a whole bunch of pressure in fucking cucked out England? Think it has anything to do with that? I do. All you people out there that rock Elon Musk and, oh man, he's just the greatest mother. You know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of the fucking villain in Moonraker. The James Bond movie, Moonraker. If you don't know who the villain is, Drax, look him up. That's who fucking Elon Musk is. Fucking spacefaring bunch of fucking morons. Jesus Christ, man. We will take the best of humanity, shoot them motherfuckers to the moon or Mars. We will establish colonies, and then we will leave all of the worker drones on the planet Terra. Fucking suckers. Cheers. One more again. Hey, I got an idea. You've heard this idea before. How about, just to save yourself the extra steps, fucking around with this, fucking around with that, going through this, going through that. How about you just not fuck with them? How about that? How about you just leave them alone? How about you get your dick action under control? How about that? How about you stop thinking to yourself that a broad or that dumping into a pussy is going to be the end-all be-all, and it's just got to be that thing, man. Oh, that's what we're put on this planet to do. No. 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 That simply is not true. It's not true. It's nonsense. It's nonsense. And if you're given to accepting nonsense, I can see why you would think that way. You call yourself a MGTOW man, a red pillar, at the very goddamn least, if you call yourself a red pillar, there's no fucking way that you believe that shit. Now, I know some of you out there right this second, your stomach is turning over a little bit, and you're like, oh man, he's saying some uncomfortable things. I always say uncomfortable things. They're uncomfortable to you. They're not uncomfortable to me. I recognize, and I understand what's happening, and I understand why it's happening. Now, not all of it. I'm not a galaxy brain, but I'm telling you right now, I understand what's happening, what's going down with this. You can't, as a sitting judge, introduce a conflict of interest. He did it. He did it. You know, oh man, Mr. Depp, you proved your case. It's all good, sir. And, you know, I mean, were it not for the fact that you were you, we'd be awarding this to someone else. Don't want to set no precedent, right? You ain't gonna get no farther than that in the UK. You know, like Undead Chronic says, you can't spell cuck without it, or UK, or cuck without a U and a K. Yeah, well, they're completely fucking cucked. Completely cucked. I mean, what more do you need, man? What more do you need? This guy suffered physical fucking injury, grievous bodily harm, has more than enough recordings of her trying to extort him, right? Come on, man. Come on. And that's my best Joe Biden. Come on, man. Come on. What's wrong? What's that? Bleach in water. One more day, and we get to find out if Americans are as fucking dumb as I think they are. And that pretty much goes for no matter which one you choose. But there's one of them out there right now that's telling you, I'm going to work for you. Well, with you. He's not working for you. He's going to work with you. Holy shit. This fucking, oh my God, this fucking car over here is rear-ended. That bitch is wiped out to the rear axle. But, yeah, there's one of them that'll actually work with you and help you be a better slave. You know, gonna cut you a break during the year. Gonna give you some tax money back. You know, all that good shit, right? The other one's just outright telling you, nah, I'm gonna raise your taxes. I'm gonna let those Trump tax cuts expire, which is gonna raise them more, and fuck you. And fuck you again. And if you got anything to say about those two fuck yous, there's two more fuck yous waiting. And when I retire in 3 months after winning the election, my vice president's gonna be running the show. Oh. Let's find out how dumb everybody is. There is no real great outcome in this election. You know that? There's no great outcome. It's dumb and dumber. It's dumb and dumber. That's some crazy shit. It's dumb and dumber. Like I always tell you, man, your choice is between a shit sandwich and a soggy shit sandwich. Yeah. We get to see which one the American people bite down on for the next 4 years. See how that goes. Cheers one more again. Yo, so Johnny Depp loses his court case with this abundance of evidence. Old boy in Canada loses $53,000 fucking dollars a month for the next 10 years. How much do you have to lose? You, right there. How much do you have to lose? You see, when people like Bullshit Simpset or Richard Cooper or fucking dating guys, these PUAs, these fucking dating coaches, they come out, Yogi Zero Abs, and they start pontificating about what MGTOW's motives are, about what genuine Red Pillar's motives are. I laugh at that shit. I laugh. I mean, like a belly laugh. I mean, I laugh my ass off every time I see one of them make a video like that. And then they turn around a couple of months later, oh yeah, man, that thing didn't work out with that girl. You know, oh man, she has some titties or what? You know? And they'll sit there and they'll tell you that they fucked up and it was a dumb fucking idea. Oh, Yogi almost got Me Too'd. Fucking Likensberg, he did get Me Too'd. Just nothing happened. You know what I'm saying? Nothing came of it. If that bitch had decided to go to a news station, a radio station, what happens then? What happens? Even if you're proven innocent, you're still guilty. You know? Hundreds of thousands of men, young men, older men, fucking kids, middle schoolers, kindergartners, getting fucking Me Too'd because it's a fashionable thing to do. And you think that somehow you can't get caught up in that? These cases, they set precedent in these ridiculous upside down countries. When the precedent is clown work, when the precedent is absurd and obscene, you have an obligation, you have a fucking duty to yourself to remove yourself from that. It don't matter how much your dick itches. It don't matter how much the fucking dopamine, the serotonin, the endorphins are going off. You got to find a goddamn way to get out of that. You've got to. You got to. You owe it to yourself. If you ain't never done nothing for you, that's something that you can do for you. It's 100% completely controllable by you, for you. You don't have no choice, brothers. You have no choice. Far be it from me to tell you how to live. I'm not going to do that. But in my case, for me, for this motherfucker right here, there is no choice. There is no table. There is no table. Gentlemen, I always appreciate jumping on here and talking to you, and I want to thank you one more time. The Hammer Hands Hideout, and it says Hammers Hitters on some of the descriptions, but it's Hammer Hands Hideout on Teespring is open, and I'm currently loading designs. I hope that you appreciate some of them. I'd like you to buy all of them, but I understand if you don't, everybody's getting fucking shredded out here. So I'm going to call Teespring here in a little bit, and I'm going to make sure that they take care of the shipping and all of that shit, because I've been getting some conflicting information that says that I might have to take care of the shipping. If I have to take care of the shipping, I'm going to have to make other arrangements. I don't mean take the store down or any of that stuff. I mean other arrangements. As in calling them up and getting a few of them shirts and whatever. I don't see how that's a possibility, though. With as many products as they offer, there's no fucking way that that's being shipped to my place so that I can ship it back out. I don't think that they do that. But we'll see. We'll find out. I just want to make sure on that deal. It's always my pleasure to come up here and talk with you, gents. I don't mind shooting the shit with you. You know that. Don't be Johnny Depp. You know, I wonder, just like as a side note here, I wonder how these people actually live their lives in any kind of a functional manner. You know, when you've been behind the camera for fucking 30 years or 40 years like Depp has. Yeah, what is it, about 34 years, 35 years that he's been behind the camera? You know, how is that a normal life? There's no way you can be normal. And you see how these folks act, man. All fucking slow. I mean, it's like they're in slow motion and everybody's going normal speed. It's weird. They're bizarre. You know. Stay away from these hoes, man. Stay away from them. That's just my opinion. You don't have to do anything that I say or suggest. That's just my opinion. It's absurd what is going on out there, and how men just keep jumping off a fucking cliff by the millions. With the rise of garbage like OnlyFans or seeking arrangements or sugar babies or sugar daddies and any of this shit. This fella in Canada that just had that judgment come down on his head, that's nothing more than a seeking arrangements or an OnlyFans or a sugar babies. It's the same fucking thing. If you find somebody that really tickles your fucking toes, that floats your boat, and you spend some money on them over the course of a few months, now all of a sudden you find yourself in legal jeopardy because of these rulings. And don't look at me and say, oh, man, that can't happen. Come on. You know it can happen. It happens all the fucking time. It's constant. It never ends. You got to be better than that to yourselves. End of side note. End of sidebar. Peace out, gentlemen. I'll talk to you on the next one. Have a good one.